All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check. 380.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucy. 4 down. Check. 380.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. stopped immediately there. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 70.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All go. Green 80. Green 80. Green 70.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 70.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They go play action here on 1st down. He dumps it off for Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's going to launch this thing this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Looking long for West, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception here, Mariota. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Keep it rolling. One.
On third down, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, I work for big yardage.
Throwing, Mariota.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on 4th down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to... and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Green 80. Green 80. Spread left, spread left, spread left.
Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. Hey, 54, Ricky. Set. Green 80.
In his own end zone, it's Bortles. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0. Green 80. Green 80.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Green 80.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Bortles going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 60.
Here's a give to Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 80.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Throw left side, complete. It's Lee. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Green 80. Green 80. Lucy. Green 80.
Bortles now on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 60.
Now Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he works free. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly 10 yards as they'll get it to 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Move.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's go. Let's go. Check. Green 80. Green 80.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Forced out to his left. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Green 80. Green 80.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.